So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and feeling, and there are different timelines going on all at the same time. There are different stories going on in these different timelines, and there's many different timelines. And there's the timeline of your highest good, where you are sitting on, where you're playing the game, you're in control, complete control of your being. Your being your avatar. So you reign over your ego, you reign over your emotions, you reign over your mind, you reign over the whole. And then when you're sitting above, you can look down and see really easy what's out of whack. It's simple. You can just see it. Because you're sitting in your highest self. You're sitting in the place of purity. You're sitting in a place of where everything is as is, cause and effect. You're sitting in a place that is above emotion, to where it is just plain sight. It's above the human emotion. So you have to completely overcome your ego, which means that you have to go through all of your emotions and understand them. Every single one. Every single one of your heartstrings has to be pulled. That means that we have to face our innermost demons. We have to burn out our weaknesses. We have to take control over our addictions. We have to allow ourselves to be without any outs and completely go through our fears and just push through them. We come into our highest good. And on that timeline, there is a completely different story going on. It is a place of all powerful. It is a place where you just decide what you want to do with your life at any moment. You just decide who you are, and the world, you work your way, you vibrate it. I get glimpses. And it's like, and then I get back down into the timeline, this 3D timeline. And then it's flipping a switch. It's flipping a switch every time. You come to one of your fears, and instead of hiding away and looking backwards and holding yourself in fetal position, you just do the steps with determination. You just do the steps, and you overcome the embarrassment or the the what ifs. You overcome all that. There are no options like that. It's just doing the steps. All of the emotion attached to it is just whatever I'm attaching to it. It's in a place that is so far above. It's above. It's a place that is beyond emotion. So it's you see what action or you see where you want to land, and you just find the path there. The paths are written throughout history. They're written everywhere. The paths, the real path is within yourself. That's where the real path is. You decide which path you go down, and then you just go down that path. You turn your insides out completely. You become an open book. And you become powerful because you have self-control. And then you are safe because you understand that you are part of the all and that you're divinely guided and that you can trust. It's just a matter of doing what it is that you want to do, maximizing your life, becoming true to yourself, living your fullest, most adventurous, or whatever it is that you wish it to be. And I also think that part of the adventure is that while you're going through it, it's such a heart pull. That's part of the adventure, the unknown, and you have to face it anyway, full front on. Just because you're on this path. That's the journey. And anytime that you're looking backwards or trying not to go forwards, you are in pain because you are not allowing yourself to come into yourself, to be true to yourself. And it's just prolonging the pain. The longer you sit in one place, being afraid to take a step forward, you're just prolonging the pain of not being united with yourself. It's like a letting go. It's like a letting go of your fear, just letting it go through you. Letting go of the pain, just letting it go through you. You can do it physically and it'll do, there's a lot of different routes to get to the same destination. And if you're able to endure the pain will take you to the thoughts. And the thoughts, you can go through them if you allow yourself to look at them genuinely. And you can go through them and sort them and forgive yourself and find your power. Because once you go through these thoughts or traumas or whatever it is that are your glass ceilings, then you've overcome it. And it is something that you get in your tool set. So when you overcome something, you don't have to do it again. You already are sitting on top of that. It's another step. And isn't it wonderful that there's so much that's unknown, even with everything? Okay, cut out that last sentence. Isn't it exciting that there's so much that's unknown? I mean, imagine if you knew it all. It would become boring. I'm excited about life. I'm excited. I wonder what's coming next. Ooh, I want to watch this again after this. I like what just came through. I like that. That's cool. I'm sitting in my highest self. I'm sitting in my highest self. There's little glitches. There's glitches. But I've entered in, and it's just being present. It's just being in the now. And then you know that we are connected to everything. We are connected. We're bound. We're bound by the same laws. We're all of the same essence. We're all of this earth. We're all of this spirit. It's all the same. When you find it, wherever you find the laws of the universe, they work throughout. They work throughout all the realms. So where you find a pattern, you can replay it and you can attend to yourself using those patterns, the patterns that you see everywhere in nature. You know, there's cycles. Everything is in cycle. And when you find that, you see, you can appreciate what is really important. And you realize that all this is an experience. An experience. An experience. And we come in to these bodies to collect information from the all and to be able to see what we belong to as apart from it. We get to experience it. It's like a present that we get. Because if we didn't have consciousness, we wouldn't be able to experience this. We would just be of the all, of the energy, of the earth. Now we can see what part of the earth has consciousness. I'm looking now, and there's chickens. I'm going to turn it around. No, I'm not going to break the cycle. There's chickens and little birds and the sun and the trees blowing in the wind and flowers. Okay, I'm going to show you. See, flowers, and there's well, the chickens already got out of sight, but there's little birds. Oh, there comes the chicken. And there's little birds over there, and Rexy's just laying there. See his ear go? He knows I'm talking about him. And the flowers here, and look at this. Look at that. I'm sitting in my parents' entranceway. See, and there's some aloe vera, my coffee, my bag. And there's a cowboy hat, of course. And look at that. And this is like this little round thing my father built when he was fixing up this yard. And there's clothes hanging there. And there's the old sign to Livnim. And then they put a new sign, and my parents found this and brought it. And a pitchfork hanging on the back of the tree. There's always junk, which is fun because you can always make stuff. You know, you run around the yard and you can find stuff and you can make stuff. And there's flowers, and there's, you know, old metal beds and a trampoline that we made like a head over, took it into two halves and stood it up on the side of the building, so it's like a semicircle or half circle up. It's cool. And there's a pool. And my mother loves to come out here and do her garden work. We are living in the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden without is here. The Garden of Eden within is attainable. You match your vibration. You clean yourself. You purify yourself by allowing yourself to go through your emotions and master them. And allow your mind to be free and test your beliefs, test the things that you believe. Allow your mind to be gamish. Gamish is flexible. Allow your mind to be flexible and search out truth. Be willing to see the reflections of yourself. Be willing to see the parts of yourself in others. Okay, I'm going to stop this here.